What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today I'm building a community lot, and as you can probably tell by the title, I am building a cat cafe, and I don't think I have ever done that before, so I was so excited to finally sit down and do that. I did build this over on Twitch with my chat, so that was a very fun little process. And I don't know why. I don't really have a specific reason for building this other than I just really felt like it and I had never done it before. So I was like, you know what? Let's build a cute little cat cafe in Brindleton Bay. So that is what I did. I think this is a very fun addition to any save file, really, if you have this world. There is a cafe on this lot by default, so if you maybe don't like that one, or if you're kind of done with that one, you can always just replace it for this one and you're still gonna have a cute little cafe. I think it's actually a bar, because I think cafes actually came with get together, but I am not sure about that. I'm actually not sure, but I think it's actually a bar by default, but I turned it into a cafe because I have get together, so I was like, why not? So that is what I did for this build. I was definitely fiddling around with it a little bit, as you can see, because I have this like sunroom area situation where I use the bifold doors from the Desert Luxe kit. And I really wanted it to feel very open and airy and spacious, and I didn't really have any sort of inspiration for this build either. I just really had this vision in my mind where I could see it blue for some reason. I just really wanted to build something blue. And then I think later on, I cut that all out, obviously, but on the stream I was like, okay, maybe I should look up some sort of like inspiration for this build. So I looked something up and I found something like a blue little build, like a blue little cafe on a dock or something, and it was so cute. So then I was like, okay, yes, we're gonna make it blue. And for the exterior, I'm using a blue wallpaper that came with Spa Day, and I don't think I've ever used it in this swatch before, but it was the perfect blue, like the dark, deep blue. Just perfect, exactly what I was looking for. So yes, it's very blue, and I also used a lot of brick and wood, obviously, so it's a cute little dock build, and I think it just turned out so cute. It was everything I had in mind, even though I didn't really have a clear vision to begin with, but I still feel like it just turned out exactly the way I wanted to. And then I didn't even mention that, but we also have an apartment on the second floor of this build. So I was definitely thinking the cat lady who runs this place is living upstairs in a little 1-bedroom apartment. Sadly, that is not how it works in The Sims. You can't technically own a cafe and live there. I mean, you can, it just doesn't officially work. But what you could do is just have a sim buy a plot of land, just an empty lot, travel to this bar and just never leave, and lock the door, because I did make sure to put the staircase in its own little hallway, closed off by a door. So if you just close off that door for everyone except your household members, then no cafe visitors will be able to come upstairs into the apartment. So that way you can just kind of pretend that you live here and run the place. You can have the sim work the barista area as well. I don't think you will actually make any money off of that though. So, well, maybe actually you will, because there is this thing where whenever you like travel to some sort of lot, whatever it is, like a bar or a cafe or what have you, you can always have your own sim like tend the bar or tend the barista area, whatever the word for that is. You can do that. I just don't know if it will make you any money. You guys probably know more about that than I do, so definitely let me know if that is something you can do. If not though, you can always just cheat for money and pretend that your sim makes money this way. But yeah, so what I'm trying to say is officially there isn't really a way to own a cafe and live there at the same time, basically, but you can always just pretend. Just never leave. Just travel here and never leave and lock the door and you're set. I also set this lot to I had some lot traits activated. I had the, oh God, what are the traits? Cat hangout, basically. So the cat hangout lot trait, I think, makes it so that cats will just hang out there, and just all the stray cats and all the cats in the area will spawn here and they will hang out here. I also placed a few of those like doormats or like rugs by the door that says cats are welcome here. So that means that all the cats can just come inside. Even though they're not your household's cats, they can still like wander inside and just hang out. So I felt like that would be fitting for a cat cafe. And then there was something else. Cat friendly, right, cat friendly. And that means that people will actually come here with their cats that they have in their family. Basically, they will just bring their cats over to the cafe. And I thought all those traits and thingies would be perfect to have as many cats as possible, or basically just have higher chances of cats hanging out here. But then obviously you can always just have your sim, like I said, come over here and never leave. You can have like one sim in your household and then 7 cats or something and just live here. And then you're gonna have like 7 cats around here all the time. But basically I just used all those law traits that make it so that you have a higher chance of a lot of cats spawning and hanging out basically. And it definitely works because I playtested the build and I also set it to the active cafe trait or like law type for the screenshots and for playtesting, obviously. And there was definitely some cats hanging out, which is fun. And I think that's a good sign because I am placing and like building this in my builds save file basically, and that one doesn't have a lot of households in it. I just use the save file for building purposes. So it doesn't really have a lot of households with pets or like households in general. And the fact that there were so many cats spawning when I was just playtesting it, I think is a good sign. So if you have an actual fun save file with families and pets and what have you, then I think this is going to be very like cute and functional and just really cute in general. But yeah, here you can see I created this large sunroom area with these bifold doors. I know it's probably not very realistic because in real life, you're not going to want to have your cats go outside because you'll lose them all. When you have a cat cafe, that is, they probably need to stay indoors or you're going to have like a screened off backyard or outside little area for the cats, if anything. But I don't think it's the best idea to have them wander around the place really. But this is The Sims, so it's fine. And that is just the way it works. So I just have those open doors and I think it looks so airy and beautiful and just really cute. I also used the couch from the new kit. As you can see, I warned you a couple builds back that I was gonna have a few builds with that couch because I can't stop using it. So yeah, I use it in here again. I promise I tried different ones before I settled on this one, but it just looked the best. So I don't know, I decided to use it anyway. And then here you can see I also placed a cat tree. I placed multiple cat trees, obviously, but I also placed this end table and I put a whole bunch of random shelves on the wall. This was actually an idea from someone in the chat and I thought that was so cute to kind of like create your custom shelving area for the cats to jump on, play on, walk on. It sadly doesn't work because cats don't do that in the game. They just use the cat trees and things, but it still looked cute and I thought it was a cute and quite realistic idea for an area that I otherwise didn't really know what to do with. So I just placed some shelves on the wall and I think it turned out really nice. And overall, you can see I just placed a couple tables and chairs around. We have one seating area with a couch, like I just mentioned. And I also put like some rugs and things indoors. I feel like it just turned out so cozy. It definitely feels very homey and light and bright and just really cute in general. I'm just so over the moon with how this build came together. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really happy with how it came out. We also have some picnic tables and things outside that I already placed earlier in the video. So there is definitely some outdoor seating space as well. And something you might actually notice is that for the screenshots that I placed on Instagram and also for the thumbnail for this video, I did turn the build around on the lot because of the lighting. Because the lighting on this lot is not the best when you're actually building it in the orientation you're supposed to, basically. When you do that, which is this orientation, you won't really ever have any direct sunlight hitting the front of the lot. And I always find that a little bit disappointing, especially for screenshots and things, because it just isn't as aesthetically pleasing as I would like it to be. So I, for the screenshots, just decided to swap it around and basically place it backwards on the lot, just for the screenshot purposes. I mean, if you like it better in that orientation, you can always just go ahead and do that, but it's on the gallery, it is in the right orientation. Otherwise, for the gallery thumbnail, Since you can't customize that one, you would just see the back of the lot, and that is just very, very disappointing. So yeah, I turned it around, and it is on the gallery in the actual like proper orientation. But like I said, if the lighting situation bothers you for gameplay as well, you can always just swap it around, and it works perfectly fine that way as well. And you'll have prettier lighting. So it is obviously something you could do. But after the cafe portion of the video, it is time to actually furnish the little apartment. The apartment is very small. It definitely only has one bedroom, and even that one is extremely cramped. It's very small. It does have a sim bed, a double bed. Oh my god, a double bed is the word I'm looking for. So you can technically have 2 sims living in this apartment. It's gonna be cramped, but it definitely fit. I mean, 2 sims is not even that bad actually. 2 sims would definitely fit. But there is definitely only 1 bedroom, so you can't really have any kids. I mean, you could always change the layout, or I don't know, you can't really as easily add another bedroom to this house because it's just very small, but maybe you can add something downstairs or something. There is definitely some space left on the lot in general, so you can always just make the whole thing bigger if you wanted to. But I was really picturing just a cat lady living by herself with her cats in this cafe. And then I think she has 1 or 2 cats that actually also come into the apartment with her. I don't think all the cats come into the house with her, but she definitely has at least 1, maybe 2 that do. So she does have like a cat tree in here as well, and like a food bowl and things. And then there's actually, I don't know if you saw that earlier, but there are litter boxes in the hallway where the staircase is located. And then I put a cat door into the area as well, so you can safely lock the door for any visitors. But the cats will still be able to access the litter boxes because there is a kitty door leading into it basically. So yeah, I thought of all these things. Thankfully, like I said, I built this on stream, so thankfully I had chat to like remind me and help me out with these things. Otherwise I would have forgotten like about the lot traits and stuff, and like the kitty door, stuff like that. So yes, thankfully I had chat to help me out with that and remind me of those things. But here you can see the apartment come together. I am in love with the layout for this apartment. I don't really have a lot of space to work with, so there weren't really as many possibilities. But still, I feel like the layout for this apartment just makes a lot of sense. I love the little living area, and I used these blue curtains and the blue couch and a blue fridge. So definitely a lot of blue pops throughout this whole build. I mean, this whole entire build was basically influenced or inspired by the color blue, I guess. So I don't know, I just took that and tried to incorporate it throughout the whole build. And I think it turned out so cute. And also the color blue just makes a lot of sense for this area on the docks and for cats and dogs in general in Brindleton Bay. I feel like the color blue just really works. So that is what I took and ran with, basically. But here you can see we are cluttering up the kitchen a little bit. I definitely wanted this place to be a bit more on the cluttered side of things, because yeah, this person living here is just like a little cat lady, and she is a little bit messy. She has her stuff together though, because she like runs this cafe and she's like a business sim. A business person, so she has her stuff together basically, but I feel like when it comes to her own apartment, she's a little bit more on the chaotic side of things, a little bit more messy, and just, I mean, in the best way. It's all very cozy. So here you can see we have the bedroom. It's very small. So I used these tiny little nightstands from high school years. They fit there perfectly, which was nice. And then I also could fit a dresser in here. I did playtest this because I for sure thought that my sim wouldn't be able to walk around or like in between the dresser and the bed. But I playtested it and she was able to do that. So that was nice. It definitely works. I didn't even need to use move objects or anything. So it's very cramped, but it's functional and it functions. So that is pretty nice. And then here we have a tiny little landing area where I placed a bookshelf because I didn't really have like the proper space for it anywhere else in this apartment. There is a bookshelf downstairs in the cafe portion of the build, but I feel like if you're living here, like the sim living in this apartment is probably gonna have a bookshelf. So I just placed one on the landing. And then here we have the tiny little bathroom with just a shower. There's no dogs in this household, I was imagining, so we didn't really need a tub, which was nice. But that is basically it. So let's jump into the game and I'll show you the cafe in real time. So here we have the cat cafe in the game. I just feel like it turned out so cozy. I love these large lanterns on the facade of the build. I have never done anything like this, but I found an image on Instagram or on Pinterest that had this, and I thought it was so fitting for a build in this area. So that is what I did. But here you can see we have the front door portion. Your Sims are probably gonna use these doors though. But yeah, this is supposed to be the front door. And we have this outdoorsy area. Look, there's a little cat here. So cute. But yeah, we have these picnic tables, these little umbrella tables, and some planter boxes and things around the build as well. Back here, I tried to kind of disguise the lack of windows by placing these like this little greenery. Oh no, there is some wooden planks missing on the lot, which is a little bit annoying. It's probably because I turned it around, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's fine. But yeah, anyway, going to the inside of the lot. Oh, there's another cat hanging out here. Hello. Yeah, you can see that we have a couple of tables and chairs. We have some food bowls over here in the corner, as well as a scratching post. And then obviously a couple of cat trees over here for the cats to hang out. Some more like tables and like seating spaces over on this side. And this is that area with the shelves that I was talking about for the cats to like run around and climb. They're not going to do that, but I could totally envision like a cat chilling in here in this little box. They're not going to do that again, but it's still a cute idea. We do have a functional cat tree next to it though, so that's nice. And then we have a seating space over here where you can just hang out on the couch and just chill with the cats. I would love to come here. And then over here, obviously we have the actual barista area where you can order your coffee and your baked goods. Very, very cozy if you ask me. And then over here, obviously we have the cafe bathrooms. So 2 makeshift stalls and then sinks in the middle basically. And then over here we have this closed off hallway leading into the staircase area, and here we have the litter boxes. This one has already been used, as you can see. But then going upstairs, we have the apartment. So this is the landing with the bookcase, and then over here we have the bathroom with a shower, and then coming into the apartment, we just have a little entryway with a coat rack and an umbrella rack, because you need that in Brindleton Bay. We have the tiniest dining table, and then this little kitchen sectioning off the dining area from the living area, basically. I love this cat tree next to the island counter. I don't know why, but it just melts my heart that it's like in the middle of the house and I can just see the cat hanging out here. Just so cute. And yeah, this is basically just the kitchen, and here we have the living area. Oh, there is someone hanging out here. That scared me a little. Is this the mayor? The mayor from Henford and Bagley? I mean, I won't lie, she kind of fits the vibes. She kind of fits the cat lady vibes. I think I just forgot to close the door, but we can pretend that she lives here. That's cool. Anyway, here we have the bedroom. It's very small, but it is functional. We have a dresser over here as well. And yeah, that's basically it for this build. So over here we have the cat cafe on the gallery. I built it in Brindleton Bay on the docks, as you can see on the lot where there is either a bar or a cafe, but I think a bar by default. It comes in at just over 67,000 simoleons, but that's okay because it is a cafe, so you're not gonna purchase it. I mean, I don't think you can. Maybe you can. You guys are gonna have to like inform me on this, but I don't think you actually can. But yeah, if you want to place it in your game, then it goes on the docks. But that is gonna do it for this video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. You could also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmary Sims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream on Twitch a few times a week, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/SimmarySims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!